Alright, this is Dell XPS model P58F. Now the 13 charger, not charging at all. No powering as well. You have to open it up and see what's inside. What exactly the problem is in the inside. Okay. Carefully loosen the screw. Oh, voila. See a build-up of carbon. I think I need to say one or two things about systems having a build-up of carbon inside. It's usually because there's a emission from system, and that's why latest systems that comes now, that have been developed now, factor this, are eco-friendly, and they minimize seriously emission of carbon from them. So there's not good. There might be, or not so much as systems that did not really undergo this level. And from my experience, I can say that I've seen this a lot with Dell laptops, build up of carbon inside them, and most of the times these end up rendering the board dead. We can see in this case. And one of the things that triggers build-up of carbon or carbon build-up in systems could be spillage too. There could be water spillage. Sometimes people are careless to handling their device. Tea spillage, liquid spillage in general. And the simple case you have to, the simple solution you have to do here is probably clean it up and then do a thorough diagnosis on it to see if you will be replacing one or two components on the board, and probably the system can come up again. Yeah, we've seen cases where such happens and the system comes up again, because as it is now, there could be many other components that could have been dead there. So remove the board and then do a thorough servicing. Yeah, by wash the motherboard. Well, in my case, I use soap and water, detergents. So you have to avoid spillage on your device, mobile devices like your handsets or your laptops. Yeah, portable devices that you can carry them anywhere you're going. So carefully remove the motherboard and then remove all the components on the motherboard too, the SSD or the hard drive in whatever case. Remove the wireless card, remove the heatsink, remove the CMOS battery. That CMOS battery carries charges, so you have to remove it, and probably discharge your board by connecting the arts to an art and then discharge the residual light on power on the board. Remove all the components that are supposed to. We can see all these parts now here. You can see that they are burnt, or showing sign that they are burnt already. You can see how damaged the board looks. So, well, let's give it a shot and see what comes out of it in the end. That is why engineering is not something you just do at a fly and think that it's going to work. Thorough examination, careful diagnosis, you detect the faults, detect where the problem is, look out for the components that are burnt, look out for the components and replace them. And there, it could be a professional one doing that. So let's just watch this motherboard and see. That's the first solution in this case, because as you can see that the buildup of carbon is there, and you kind of just scrape it off. You may prefer to use some substance, other substances. Some use spirits, methylated spirit. Some use petrol, to wash. But in my case, I think I'm accustomed to that. I like it. I like the result. I like the result I see from washing with water and soap. So I find it interesting, quite interesting to do that. So yes, wash and rinse with water thoroughly. This doesn't damage the motherboard anyway, but I guess you know what I would say about that. Of course, it has to be a technical person handling it. After you finish washing, make sure you sun dry it. You can see the spots now, clean, sparkling clean, sparkling white or clean as the case may be. Yeah, sun dry it and make sure it's thoroughly dry. No water, no traces of water on it. So I have to place it where the sun will eat it directly. Okay, I've retrieved it. So let's continue the work again. So we'll mount it up on the system. I think I have to make it fast here. Okay, now we have to check. Whoa, yeah, the system is still not coming up. No, not at all, not at all, not at all, not at all. It's not coming up. Okay, I think I have to do some more diagnosis here. Let's get a meter and go again to diagnose and see what other components are dead, down on the board. This is something we can easily detect. This is where your skill comes in as an engineer. You cannot just call yourself an engineer without knowing how to diagnose trace fault on the motherboard and the components thoroughly. All right, yeah, you can see some of the components. Let's test. Yeah, sorry, the camera couldn't really pick it up properly. Well, at least you can manage to see. Okay, it's voltage there. It's voltage. Okay, yeah, I think I can zoom in. All right, yeah, little bit okay now. All right. Okay. Yeah. Some of the components. really gone bad. I really want you to see. Okay, this is the situation there. Those components there, seemingly they are down. Gone. Okay. You can see that this company are just making noise. Shots. Yeah, shots. That's a problem. A lot of them, obviously, you can't. Too much to be replaced. So the best solution is to replace this motherboard instead of giving unnecessary trial and error. All right, thank you.